Just wanted to let you guys know that hitting the subscribe button doesn't hurt you, it doesn't cost you anything, the earth still revolves around the sun, Simeon Panda is still natural, let's get it. Anyways, what's good boys? I'm wearing the all-white Young LA windbreaker. Honestly, I wasn't sure about this because I've never been a big windbreaker guy, but this might be the toughest thing in the drop. Without further ado, let's talk about creatine, because I guarantee you that 90% of you guys have no idea what creatine is or what it does. Creatine is like the trend of natural bodybuilding. Do you know why? Because most of the dudes who say that they're on creatine are actually on trend. They use it as a cop-out. They make it seem like it works a lot better than it actually does to downplay what they're actually taking. For most people, the effective dose is about 5 grams. Ugh! When you're lifting weights, there are 3 ways for your body to use energy, but you probably only know about 2 of them. We all know what ATP is if you passed middle school biology. ATP is pretty much the usable form of energy for our body. And how do we get ATP? Through cellular respiration. What kinds of cellular respiration? Aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration pretty much just means in the presence of oxygen, and anaerobic means without the presence of oxygen. Before we talk about the third one, let's talk about those 2. So, let's say you're doing a bench press. Your muscle cells are filled with ATP. To get the energy from ATP, it breaks the bond between the second and third phosphate in the ATP, because ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate. So the third phosphate gets broken off, releases a ton of energy, and that fuels your bench press. But when your body runs out of ATP, all it's left with is ADP, because instead of triphosphate, it's diphosphate, because the third phosphate got broken off for energy. And what does your body do with ADP? Fuck all. It can use anaerobic respiration, which will not produce a lot of energy, or it can delve into the third energy use, which is the phosphagen cycle, or creatine, because creatine is stored in your muscles as creatine phosphate. So, creatine phosphate combines with adenosine diphosphate, and it offers... So, creatine phosphate gives the phosphate to ADP, turning it back into ATP. So, why do we need to take exogenous creatine? Because creatine phosphate in your muscles is a very limited source. So, your body does not naturally have the optimal amount of creatine to utilize this energy pathway. That's why you take 5 grams of creatine a day and shut the fuck up. What kind of creatine should you take, you might ask? The cheapest creatine monohydrate you can find at your supplement shop for me. Universal creatine is pretty freaking cheap. You don't need creatine HCl, you don't need creatine whatever the fuck, you just need creatine. It does the same shit in your body. The amount of 17-year-olds I've seen on TikTok sauce to the gills, and when they get asked natty or not, they make these stupid like creatine jokes. I freaking hate creatine jokes on TikTok. Like, is the people who constantly talk about creatine on TikTok, Jesus Christ, they actually make it seem like trend. Like, I know if they look like they're taking more than creatine, good chance they're taking more than creatine. What's creatine gonna do for you? One more rep. It's not gonna make you look like Arnold. It'll make you do 11 reps instead of 10. Should you take it? Yeah, because it's cheap and it's useful for that one more rep. It'll help you train a little bit harder, but that's good enough. Creatine is also found naturally in red meats, but unless you're Hannibal Lecter, there's a good chance that you're not getting that much creatine through your diet. And you should be doing this regardless, but creatine does have a bloating effect, so make sure you're drinking enough water. I like to drink 3 gallons per day. Yeah, I posted a TikTok a while ago about drinking 3 gallons of water per day, and there were so many comments. I was like, that's cap, that's dangerous, you'd die if you drank 3 gallons of water. Like, I do. That's not a crazy amount. I drink a gallon before I go to the gym. I usually finish a gallon just like drinking between sets at the gym. Then I refill it before I leave and drink one throughout the rest of the day. So you can call cap if you want, but you guys see how much water I pound in these videos. This is why I piss so much. After you watch this video, please never comment in another comment section, should I take creatine at whatever age? I just started lifting, should I take creatine? Don't comment that! Please, after you watch this video, just take creatine. It's natural, it's good for you. I already explained it. Just don't be that guy. This is why I don't read TikTok comments anymore. 90% of them are, should I take creatine when I'm whatever age? No! I mean, yes! But don't comment that. Just Google search it and look it up on YouTube, and hopefully you found this video. This video will be the end of every creatine myth in the world. Anyways, enough about creatine. I'm gonna take a 30-minute walk in my neighborhood, come back here, make some breakfast, and get on with our day. If all you wanted to do was know about creatine, then you can stop watching the video. It's just gonna be a normal bend-on vlog from here on out. Alright, for breakfast we got 3 French toast with PB2 and fat-free whipped cream, a kiwi, the rest of this gallon of water, and we're going to be watching Mr. Doucette's video from yesterday. When I kill this in about an hour and a half or so, I'm going to get a new gym membership because my old gym closed because Tom Wolf's beta. So, yeah. If you guys saw the vids from the summer, we're going back to that gym. Pretty lit. It's more expensive, but hopefully you guys comment for the algorithm and I make my money back. Alright, it's almost 10:30. I'm about to leave to hopefully get a new gym membership, if that gym didn't close too. And if it does, I'm just gonna cry and get small. Yeah, so I'm mixing my pre before I leave. We're still on that caffeine tolerance break, day 2 of non-stim, but day 1 of not having caffeine, I hit a squat PR, so maybe this is helping me. Someone asked like how often I take a tolerance break, and pretty rarely I take a tolerance break, just like when I feel like the pre isn't hitting me the same and I'm upping my dose to a point where it's somewhat dangerous. That's when I'll take a tolerance break, and then I'll go back to my lowest dose, and then I titrate up to my max dose where I think it's safe for me to take. And then if I have to go beyond that max dose, then I take a tolerance break because I don't want to die.
Take to the sky, chasing the stars. All that we said, all that we are, waiting to fly. This is the start. Hide and seek, reason and rhyme, grand and glorious. Living the dream, yours and mine. Euphoria. Hide and seek, reason and rhyme, grand and glorious. Living the dream, yours and mine. Euphoria.
31 seconds. Auto sequence start.
are never strong in every step. Give me a sign, hitting the mark. Take to the sky, chasing the stars. Open your eyes, watching afar, waiting to fly. This is the start.
Wolf really thought he did something. Bro, you cannot stop me from going to the gym. I am on a mission. You can't stop me from making content. We are on the express highway fast track to 50K, and Governor Tom Wolf is not stopping that. The NAC stays open. The NAC's built different. I'm built different. We're getting these gains. Tom Wolf, go suck my cock.